Welcome, everybody, to Cross Bars and Stars podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Little Ed.
And I'm DJ Vince.
This is the first episode. We are so glad to have Jacob Dominguez and Rocky Padilla.
Yes. Oh, yeah. In the house.
Eso.
What's happening? So, yeah, talk to me. Cross Bars and Stars. What an amazing time to be here, to be a part of this.
We're so glad to have you,
Yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah, you got a
appreciate it,
beautiful
man.
studio
Appreciate
here.
it.
You got it down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All to Ed. All to Ed. Ed worked his nalgas off for this one. And it looks good. Looks really good.
It does. It
Really
threw,
good.
It threw me off a little bit. Coming in here, I was like, wow. I walked in. It was like all set up.
Thank you. I wish we could turn the camera so that we could see all the gold figures over there on the side. You know, we got a bunch of stuff over there.
Then
but,
you got all the audience out there,
the
too.
audience.
Yeah.
Please, nobody clap.
All right.
There you go. So what do you want to start with? Want to start off with Rocky first?
Yeah, go ahead, Rocky.
Talk
So
to me.
Rocky.
Talk to
When did it all?
me.
There you go. There you go. When did it all started?
Started off when I was about, I want to say 5 years old, 6
Really?
years old. Me and my
5?
brother. My brother's older. Rest in peace, Danny Boy. And we were in the music because my dad, my uncles, 5 uncles were all in the music. So had a band, the Padilla brothers, and myself and my brother would go with my father in the band. We were young, go and just hang out, watch them play. And then little by little, we got older, and then we started joining them. So I started playing bass. My brother's playing sax. And before you know it, we're playing every weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Hey,
I was
did you actually start off singing English and Spanish both?
No, I started singing English because, no one ever taught me Spanish. My mom and dad would always speak, although they do speak Spanish, but they always, spoke English in the household to us. The only one that really spoke Spanish was my grandmother. Both of them.
That's the way I grew up.
Yeah.
Right. You learn leche. Dame
Yeah,
la leche. Can I have some leche?
and then they do the little one thing, go up the arm and all that. I don't know what you call it, but sana, yeah,
Old school.
yeah. So learning singing English, I had to learn Spanish for my grandma Reina, rest in peace. She wanted to hear a song in Spanish, so
Wow,
I did.
that-
I learned a
that's
song for her, and I memorized it. I know now. I know all the bad words.
Was it easy learning the Spanish into a song?
Well,
or did-
singing it was just like memorizing any song.
How
to me.
old were you when you started learning Spanish?
I want to say I was like a teenager, maybe 12, 13. I remember distinctly there was a party going on, and my grandma always wanted to hear me sing Spanish.
Because I watched that movie Salina, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Those dinos.
And
She didn't know
had to learn
Spanish. Yeah,
too.
she didn't know.
she
Yeah,
did.
she's
Yeah,
like
she
me.
did.
She
She
was a
learned it.
pocha. I'm a pocho.
So am I.
Pocho.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Really.
But yeah, I learned it. I learned it from my grandma for this party, and I sang for her, and she was amazed. She was crying. Because that's all she listened to was Spanish.
So now it was the band, your dad's band. Did he start it, or
It was actually my grandfather's band before I was born. It
because
was,
your dad was in the band, right? Your
yeah,
dad-
he was a drummer.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather was called Don Fidel back in the 50s.
Don Fidel.
Don
I like
Fidel, yeah, he's a gangster.
That's a
He used to wear all the
Mexican gang,
tandos and all
Latino
that.
version of Italians.
Yeah.
Don.
He played the piano. My grandmother would sit on the piano singing. I seen pictures of him, doing the thing. Then they got
pretty cool.
they got the kids involved, which was my dad and my 5 uncles.
Really?
Then we got involved, me and my brother, and the rest is history, man. We played every weekend. 48 years later, I'm still here playing.
Do you
And then
remember the
at-
song you sung?
I did Sabor a mí.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's what she wanted to hear, and I had to learn it, man.
And then when did all the when you went solo, or you left, or you?
Well, I was with my dad's band, just playing, and all of a sudden I met your
George?
homie, Bill Walker.
oh, Bill Walker.
Yeah, No Rock Records,
No
man.
Rock
That was a
Records,
family
yeah.
right there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Rest
sir.
in peace, Lillian
Yes,
and
sir.
Richard, man.
Sneed.
What year was that? Do you remember?
Ooh, that was like 1984, 83, something like that.
So you
Wow.
Sugar Style hadn't formed
No.
yet? Really? Wait. Because when I came in, you were leaving to go pursue that
I was leaving to pursue that, go on tour and all that.
with
Yeah.
Sugar Style.
Yeah. Now, Sugar Style happened like 85 or something, 86.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I met Bill about 83, 82 at the swap meet.
Yeah.
He was
just
there
real
selling
quick,
his-
when you left Norrick Records, you
Yeah.
had hair.
And
Yeah,
what-
when I had hair,
you
I
had
had
pump- you had a
hair.
pompadour.
You had to throw
We're
that
in
one
the
out
pompadour
there.
listening.
You had to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
it out there.
Hey, I grew up in the 70s, man. I'm a 70s baby.
That's
what
right.
swap meet was that?
The Santa Fe Springs or La
La
Mirada,
Mirada.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, whatever. You know what? It's weird because It all depends on how far you go back.
Yeah.
Because, some people call it La Mirada, and now they call it Santa Fe Springs.
But it always was Santa Fe Springs.
No,
No,
it was La Mirada Drive-In.
It was La
The La
Mirada.
Mirada Drive-In.
Right.
The drive-in always said Santa Fe Springs, right?
No, it was La Mirada back in the
Mirada,
day.
right.
Yeah,
Then,
back in the 70s and 80s. That's when I was.
I guess
used to go
Santa
there.
Fe Springs started expanding and
Yeah,
taking
then
over.
They took it
yeah.
over.
Like you step over one curb and you're
Yeah.
in La Mirada and then back to
Or you
Santa
can
Fe
put
Springs.
them
Like,
both on each other, and
Yeah,
you're
that
on
was-
both of them. You're doing this.
Exactly.
the world
limbo
famous
motion.
Santa Fe Springs swap me now.
Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, so started singing there with, and I met Bill and invited him over the pad. I said, "Come listen to my band." He came over, and
Who was all in your band? Do you remember?
well, it was me, my brother, rest in peace, Danny Boy, my cousin Robert, and then one of the high school buddies, George Estrada.
And what did he play?
George was a rapper, and then he played bass on the keyboard bass. I was playing the piano, singing. My cousin was doing the drum box, Robert.
Nice.
And my brother was playing the saxophone, and then he played live drums after.
Was it like on Selena? You know when they're practicing at first?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we were doing funk and old school back in the 70s. We were
nice.
trying to do, it's time.
Yeah. Breakdancing
We're
and
playing,
everything.
we're playing all that music in the 80s.
And the song "Let Me Know."
Let me know.
was
We did
with,
that when we met with Calvin.
There you go, Calvin.
Calvin Cooper, man. That's my buddy,
that
man.
that song was
Yeah.
he hit the notes.
Yeah, Let
he
Me
hit
Know,
the
man.
notes, man, big time.
But
The song
yeah,
was-
so we stood at my mom's pad, my dad's, and we're just practicing every weekend, man, until we're gonna get something out of it. And sure enough, went on tour. Bill Walker had a little tour thing, when he was East Side. What was it before that?
East Side Stories?
No. Oh man,
Yeah.
it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
But
on the spot.
there you go.
On the spot records. That's what he was back in the day.
Yeah.
Then he changed it to Thump Records, and then he had East Side Records with his pops and what's his
Yep.
name?
Brahman.
Brahman. There you go.
Brahman, the man right
Sounds
there.
expensive.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
What was the first car show you sung at?
That was with Lowrider. Was that with Lowrider?
I think I want to say, because I can't remember, it was back in the 80s. It had to have been the 80s, because 80s or early 90s. But it was at the
Super Show.
Super Show, yeah, in LA.
Now,
Right.
is that with Sugar Star or was it?
That was
Rocky
actually
Padilla?
with Sugar Style. We opened up for the New Kids on the Block.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
check that out.
Wow, bro. We're like
Step
40,000
by step.
people there, man. It was crazy.
Where was this at?
At the convention center, the LA.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. And just being there with them, and then doing every show from then on,
I got a question. How did you meet Jacob Dominguez? What was that like?
Jacob, I met through my homegirl, Christina. Hey, Glove.
Christina.
Christina.
That's right.
Yeah, no, she's a big part of the lowrider community, and she's really, really a person that keeps in contact with all these legends. I say legends of the lowrider community,
So do
and
I.
she handpicks the ones that are respectable
Right.
and mean a lot to the community.
There you go,
Me-
the community.
Yeah, and me being in the lowrider community since the 80s and the 70s, back in the day, she introduced me to Jacob, and we've been jokesters ever since.
I love it. Yeah.
I don't consider myself a legend because there's so many people that I grew up with that a lot of people have overlooked and never even acknowledged.
See, that's what I like about it
Me
right
too.
there.
I was just about to
That's
say
what I
that.
like about it.
In Orange County, I grew up in Santana. Actually, I grew up in Santa Anita. I was born and raised in Santa Anita. I never claimed the barrio, but I claim Santana.
That's right.
Which is the whole barrio in
Right.
itself. And in Santana, there's a bunch of barrios within Santana. But we have a lot of legends there that have never been acknowledged. And we got guys like the Classic Car Club. These guys have Charlie Lopez, Ishmael Robles, Tower of Power, this car
Power.
right here.
Legendary.
These guys have never been recognized. They've never been in Lowrider. I mean, they've been in Lowrider magazine. They've been in that, but they never been inducted to any Hall of Fame.
That's wild.
They never been legends of lowriding. Nothing. Nobody in Orange County has ever been inducted to nothing.
Wow.
From the guys that really mean something. So to consider, I'm not a legend. I'm nobody. To me, those are the guys that really made it. Those are the guys that really proved and showed the cars. They were ahead of their time.
See, that's
Charlie
what you call
Lopez,
respect right there.
Ishmael
Yeah.
Robles, Robert Rocha. We got Acer. We got all these
Acer.
guys that were in the classics. We got Puppet. His name's Albert McGee. they had radical cars. They had cars. Their doors would open up. Their cars they were crazy. I mean, they were doing customized work with their cars. That incredible work, incredible.
Wow. Yes.
And they get no recognition at all to this day.
That's crazy.
Why do you think that is? Is it
Yeah.
because
You know-
it's Orange County?
We're Orange County. We're not LA.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
we're Orange County. Orange County does not get recognized for what we've accomplished, and we have accomplished a lot.
Right.
You know, including myself. But I don't consider myself up on that stage. I consider myself just me. What I did with my 42 Fleet 9. Okay, I'm all right. I brought the Dukes to Orange County because of Fernando Relas, Oscar Relas, the Relas brothers, Renee, and everybody. Those guys gave me the chapter to open up in Orange County, the Dukes. So I did. I brought it. But those other guys I look up to was the classics. I looked up to those guys.
That's right.
What year was it when you started up the club?
I opened up the Orange County chapter, and it wasn't just me. Those members.
Right.
Because I can never say I'm the founder because I wasn't the founder. I was a member. I was a president. I'm the original president. I'm one of the original members, but I'm not the founder because I had members with me,
Right.
you know? And I didn't come up with a name because the name was existed already in LA. It's the Relas brothers that gave me the chapter.
Wow.
Because
That's
of
an honor.
them from
Yes.
LA that I met, they offered me the chapter. So they gave it to me and we opened it up in 1989, we opened up the chapter.
And you know, that's what a respectable dude you are, because they just ain't gonna give it to anybody, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I mean, honestly, it's a trip because you're so humble, bro. You know, we look at you. You know, I mean, you're a star, bro. You don't
Yeah.
see yourself
Yeah.
like that from your garage, your
garage,
house,
all
your
the
cars,
plaques.
the
Yeah.
way you carry yourself. You know, I mean, honestly, bro. You know, you have a lot of respect everywhere
Yeah.
you go, bro.
Well, you know, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of relatives. I have a lot of Rocky's a friend. Ever since I met him, we became friends. And I tell a lot of my friends, I go, you know what? You're going to be my friend forever until you decide you want to screw me or you want to make
Yeah,
money
there you
with
go.
make
There
money
you
on
go.
me or take. And then you're no longer my friend, and I don't want nothing to do with you because you don't get a second chance.
That's right.
Once you try to get over on me, it's over. And they're no longer my friend. But I have had friends for a long time that stayed my friends forever
Wow.
because we never tried to mess with each other. We never tried to, take their money or
Yeah.
Right.
get greedy.
Yep.
Right.
If you're not a greedy person, you'll have plenty of friends.
Right.
That's right.
It's true.
You know?
So true. But you know what? In this low riding scene, it's kind of hard. I feel like everybody has competition within themselves. I mean, not with themselves. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Everybody has competition with everybody.
Well, let me give you an example. Okay, like me, I'm a leader. I was born a leader, and to be a leader, you can't be greedy and you can't be jealous. So if you're a leader and the president of a car club, you have to be the kind of leader where you're going out there and helping your members. You're going out there and having your members, even if their cars are better than the president's car or your car, it doesn't matter. Because if they shine, you shine.
that's right.
right.
I love that. That's
right.
badass right there.
Just like a baseball game. I was the president of Central Garden Grove Little League for 5 years. I was on the board for 25 years with Central Garden Grove Little League. And when the kids shine on Central Garden Grove Little League, the president also shines.
that's right.
That's right.
And I had over 300 kids there. And all 300 kids, I was there for all 300 of them. And I'll kid you not, when our league shines, our board shines.
Right.
And I shine.
That's
Amen.
there you go.
Yeah, that's how
right.
it is.
Okay? So
what it
when
is.
parents came up to me and asked me, well, when you have the draft, why don't you let our kids go where they want to go? I go, no, we don't do that because I want the kids to enjoy the game and I want them to compete against each other and I don't want to have a stacked team.
Yeah.
I want them to come out and play baseball and learn instead of getting whipped by one team
That's right.
and saying they're the champs.
That's right.
Right.
Because it's no good. Because now you got a team that don't want to play that solid team. They don't want to come out and get beat 20-0.
You're right.
The parents won't enjoy it. The kids aren't going to enjoy it. And what are they going to learn? That they got beat by a number one team? No,
right.
they're never going to learn that. Well, that's the same thing that's the same thing in a car club.
Yeah.
Same thing in a car club.
Makes
You
sense.
don't have the president with the best car, and then you got all these other members that don't have nice cars that aren't getting up there. Well, to help them.
Help
If
them.
you're a leader, go help them.
There you go.
I love that. I love that.
Hey, that's a
Is
that
there
you know what that
is there
reminds me
real
of?
leader?
That reminds me
I
of
would say
the
that's a leader
Dodgers.
right
That reminds me
there.
of the Dodgers. The Dodgers are stacked. Everybody else can do the same thing, but they choose not
takes
to.
money.
It takes money.
You know, just like this, I've seen guys build cars, and I've seen guys buy cars. Okay, back in my days, in the 70s and 80s, we used to build our cars, and I still build my cars. A lot of these guys nowadays, they'll take their 401k money, they're 50 years old, and they'll go buy a car already done. They'll go to a car show, win an award, and walk up on stage and accept that award when they did nothing to that car.
Nothing. Yeah.
And they're happy. And they're saying, yeah, I won. Well, what did you win? Anybody could have did that. I could go to the bank myself, get my money out of my 401k, and go buy that car too.
Yeah.
The same car.
That makes
Right?
sense. Yeah. That's Christ.
Enjoy it.
Right.
That's right.
That's
Enjoy
so
the
true.
ride.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
part of our culture.
It is.
That's right.
pride.
That's part of our culture. That's part of being a lowrider, a true lowrider.
That's right.
And a true lowrider doesn't mean you have to have hydraulics. Doesn't mean you have to have small tires. That doesn't mean you have to have a Chevy. It means you have to have what you like,
Right.
what you enjoy, what you inherit. There's a lot of guys out there that they inherit Plymouths, Dodges, Fords. Their parents couldn't afford a Chevy. They couldn't afford a luxury car. So they get hand-me-downs just like we did when we were younger.
And make it
Right.
work.
We were
how you
getting
rock it.
pants
Right.
with holes in them. The youngsters that are wearing pants with holes in them now, we were embarrassed to wear those in school.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, trip out.
That's a good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That
makes
is.
sense.
So I kind of feel too. There's a lot of people that don't have the money like that
Exactly.
to go and go buy a car like that. So I mean, you know, you kind of got to give them props too. You know what I mean? I mean, they may not know what color the car is. They may not know, who built the car.
Let me tell you this. Back in the 70s, when we were building lowriders, we were buying cars in the penny saver. 63, 64 Impalas for $300 or $400. Wow. We couldn't afford to paint them. We would put primer spots on them. When we had dents, when we had paint chipping, they were primer spotted. When they had rust, we would go over there, we would grind off the rust. We would use our old door screens and use the screen, fill them up with screen and Bondo.
Oh wow!
Put screen behind
Trip
it.
out.
Put screen behind it and Bondo them.
That's right.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
and then primer them and fix them the best we could. When we didn't have money for hydraulics, we would go steal lowering. We would steal blocks at the parking lot.
Oh, damn.
Steal the blocks, the parking blocks,
Rip the big old long
the
one.
big old long
Yeah.
ones,
That's
borrow 'em.
crazy.
like the ones I showed you in my garage.
Yes,
Well, I
yes.
still got two of them.
Yeah.
But we used to steal 2 or 3 of them, put them in the trunk. That would lower our car.
Nice.
Or some guys, if they had the money, they go buy sandbags or they'd buy cement bags.
Wow.
Okay. Then when we got a little older, we go behind Stater Brothers and go behind one of those old, the delivery trucks and steal a pump. We would steal the pump.
Gotta do what
and
you
then
gotta
that-
do, right? You
Hey.
gotta do what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
we'd steal the pump, and then that whole back end would drop. The hydraulic fluid would
From
spill
all the
all
pressure.
over. Yeah, the pressure of the pumps.
Right.
We disconnect the hoses, and that thing would drop like a pancake.
Oh yeah.
What year was
Quick.
that? What
Oh, that was back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Wow.
In the 70s, and then to take our batteries, I used to go to the rich place. Our rich place in Orange County was South Coast Plaza.
Oh wow.
South Coast Plaza was where all the rich people, all the Newport Beach gente, all the gavachos,
yeah,
Corvettes,
yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
We'd open up the hoods, and there'd be a diehard. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
That's the battery, right? That's
Yeah,
the batteries.
that was the battery of the choice. Everybody wanted diehards
Oh, that's right.
because they lasted longer.
Right.
That's right.
So we'd steal the battery. We had 3 or 4 different size batteries. It didn't matter. That's all we could get.
Yeah. Trip
You
out.
borrow it, not
Trip
steal
out.
it.
Believe me, dude.
Yeah.
People can
Bring it
relate
back.
to what I
Bring it
speak
back.
of because I tell it from the truth. I'm
That's
the real
right.
deal. I might not know everything, but I know a lot.
But he lived it.
He
Yeah.
lived it. Yeah.
I've lived it.
That's
right.
what's up right there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yes.
How do you feel about being a lowrider legend? I mean, honestly,
See that? Yeah. I'm
go.
like him.
There you
I
go.
don't consider myself a legend because there's legends like him in the car business. Legends like Brenton Wood, rest in peace. Sly Sick and Wicked, Sonny, rest in peace. So the Midnighters, just Joe Bataan, Ralphie Pagan, rest in peace. So there's different cats that I grew up listening to, like we all did, and I call them legends. Although I have youngsters calling me a legend because they haven't been in the game that long, but they heard me before they heard them, or they seen me on a
But
concert.
you have played with most of those groups.
I play with a lot of them
Yes.
legends,
Okay.
and
That makes you
what's-
part of
what
that legend.
Yeah, no, you know what amazes me, and I remember this to this day. guys from Delphonics, Intruders, Temprees, they would all come up to me because I would play with all of them. They're like, damn, bad for a Mexican. I said, wait a minute, come on now.
It's
So they gave me the props.
I remember seeing a video, and you started the video. I want to say it was maybe 1989, the Super Show.
Okay.
And that was all you right there, starting the video. I want to say, it was the lowrider blue truck cruising.
Oh, yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
It shows you
Yeah.
right there, I mean, singing and everything.
Yeah,
Man.
there was a lot of shows we've done and a lot of videos we made.
and you remember that one?
No, but
was
you know
like,
what?
what?
You know
I
what I
don't-
remember back in the '90s when I was on tour. All I remember in the '90s from '90 to '99, year '99, I was on tour so much. We'd fly to a city. I'd have to go on there like at 3:00. As soon as I was done, race me to the airport. Go from Arizona to Sacramento, do another show. I'd go on there about 5:00 and then back to LA, do another show. So that was kind of where I'm at, but I'm 30, 40 shows a year. I can't remember doing this.
Was this solo or with groups?
Just a solo, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was Rocky Padilla by myself. I would fly on the plane with when Albert Lopez was a part of Lowrider Magazine.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bill
Albert
Walker.
Bill
Lopez
Walker.
with the Lowrider magazine.
Lowrider Magazine.
Yeah, I knew
yeah.
him.
Bill,
I know him
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Albert, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I seen him at the Legends of Lowriding.
that's
Yeah, we
right.
were together.
That's right.
He sold
He
the
came
magazine
up to
and
me.
sold
You
the
know what?
magazine. And
That
yeah.
guy, I felt really good because he remembered me, and he had a group of people around him. And he,
he's the
he
real deal.
He left them and walked right up
Yeah,
to me
he's
and
the
my
real
wife.
deal. He's the real
and I
deal.
was waiting for him to get done so I can go talk to him, but he left them and came up to talking to me, and he remembered me,
That's
Jacob. And I
right.
go, hey, brother, how's it going?
You're not hard to forget. Like
Yeah,
you said,
brother.
we were talking about you. You're a legend.
Hey,
No,
you make an impression,
Yeah.
You're
brother.
making a good
No,
impression.
no,
Body language says it all.
Right?
No,
right.
the thing
Yeah.
is that once I might leave an impression because I tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I tell it when it comes from here. Like when I met Rocky, he came to my house. We started talking, and I told him, "Yeah, me and him, we're going to do a podcast together."
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, "Look, whatever I say, I mean it.
meant it, yeah.
It's not no crap. I don't, make up stories.
Right.
You can verify everything I say.
And I verified that. He did. He did say that.
And it's whatever I
beautiful
say. it counts.
family, beautiful wife,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he told me, honestly. He said, family first.
Yes.
That was
right.
the first
That's
thing
right.
he told us.
Yep.
And that's a beautiful thing right
It
there,
is very
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
Family.
My family means a lot to me. Like I said, when I was growing up, that was the first thing my dad told me. And, he was from Santa Anita. And, I grew up there, but they moved us out around 12 when I was earlier than that because I kept going back to Santa Anita and hanging out with the guys until I turned about 12 or 13. Then I started hanging out somewhere else on my side of on the other side of the riverbed, they called it, because it was actually on the other side of the riverbed, because Santa Rita was on one side of the riverbed and we were on the other side of the riverbed.
Oh, wow.
But that's what separated Santa Rita from the other Santana. Oh, because Santa Rita never claimed Santana, and they're in the middle of Santana.
Really?
Yeah. Santa Rita's in the middle of Santana.
Trip out.
That
But
sounds
they never
like a
claimed
touchy
Santa
subject
Rita.
right there.
They're their own little barrio.
Yeah,
they got
you
they
can
got
tell,
they got
yep.
they got the
Santa
juice
Rita,
right
is
there.
that-
Their own little barrio, Santa Rita, yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's other barrios within Santa Anita too. We got F Troop, we got Del High.
within,
Huh?
within Santa Anita?
What's that?
You said other barrios or cliques?
No, there's other barrios that
And
surround
Santa
them.
Ana.
Surround them. Yeah, they're in the middle of all of them. You know,
Crazy. Okay.
I mean, there's no getting around them. I mean, that's the way it is in
Right in the
Santana.
middle,
There's
stuck in the
barrios all over,
Right.
so you could be in the middle of all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, growing up in Santana, you can't get, you got to be right there in the mix.
That's
Or,
right.
It's
Hey, you know
like
where-
LA.
You know
LA
where I heard
has
Santana
streets.
the first time? When I was listening to Sancho. Remember Sancho?
The radio DJ?
Yeah, the radio
Yes.
DJ. He would call it Santana, not
That's what we call it,
Santa
Santana.
Ana.
Oh,
He was-
yeah.
He's the one that started that. When I heard it, I go, oh, man, that's right.
Sancho Radio.
Yeah, Sancho
Yeah, all the
Radio.
Sancho
gabachos. You
Radio.
get the gabachos, and you get some youngsters. Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
They
Yeah.
go, hey,
like,
you're from Santa. I know I'm from Santana.
Baby. Let's go.
Santana.
It all depends who you ask, because I'm telling you, it comes with that. Where you from? Santana. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Santana.
really.
That's right. That's
It all
right.
depends who
wait,
you
Wait,
ask.
one more time. One more time.
Santana. Even with the head, bro. Santana. You know what
You gotta
it's
give that
crazy,
little
yeah.
Santana.
And sometimes you get them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, they do that. That's all
Well, then
over.
it comes
though.
out natural for us.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
it comes out natural.
That's
I mean,
right.
That's
you know?
cool, bro.
Like the vatos, I'm from Los. You know, that's all
That's
the
their
vatos
thing.
talk.
Yeah, the Los.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
From Los.
That's
I'm
right.
from Santana.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it all depends where you grow up. You know, that's the pride that you
Yeah.
have
How
about
about
the
you,
city.
Rocky Hacienda Heights?
Hacienda Heights, Sangir Boulevard.
And then they got the vatos. And then they got the vatos from Puente. From
They
Puente.
say Puente, yeah.
Puente.
They
Yeah.
don't say La. They go, I'm from
Ah,
Puente.
Puente, yeah. Yeah.
crazy.
Leave out the
Monte,
la.
they don't say El Monte, they say Monte.
Right.
Then Long Beach, Longo.
Longo.
Yeah.
Wilmas.
Wilmans. Yeah.
If you know, you like me, you know, back in the days when I was growing up in the 70s, if you wore a T-shirt, you were going to get hit up.
Yeah.
You go to Just Penny's, and our T-shirt probably only lasts maybe a couple of times because we get them stained.
Yeah.
We go to Tasty Freeze and get an ice cream, and boom, it was gone.
I still would get them stained.
Yeah. They would stain right away, so they only lasted a couple of times. It was
Yeah,
Tom's Craft, and we had all those T-shirts, and
Yeah.
but I kid you not, we would get hit up for that just for having a white
White
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Back then, what was it? Stanford?
Back then, yeah, there was Stanford and there was Townscraft. And then we even, I don't know if you guys know, but you know the Charlie Browns they wear now, the gray and black ones?
Right.
Well, we never used to go to Greenspan because I was in Lost.
Oh, yeah.
Our stuff in Santana, it was Roberts. We used to go on 17th Street. And they had it back at Montgomery Ward's and in back of the Mitchell Brothers Theater. It was X-rated, Mitchell Brothers Theater. It was an X-rated. They had a theater there before. It was another theater too, but we call it the X-rated Mitchell Brothers. Anyhow, they had a Mr. Roberts store. Well, back there, that's where we always used to get our Pendletons. We used to get. Well, they had I don't know if you remember, but they had racks with circles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and this rack with circles. They were called Cascade shirts, and they were the Charlie Brown.
Charlie Browns.
Oh,
The
yeah,
gray and
yeah,
black,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they always had discounts, so you could get them for like $5 each. And they had
Wow.
racks, brand new gray and blacks, and a lot of us would buy them. I never bought those because I didn't want those. I wanted the Piccadillys. The Piccadillys were the wool
I
ones.
never
seen
seen those
those.
shirts.
I've
Man.
Yeah,
Those are badass
yeah.
shirts.
And they were
yeah.
like Pendletons. They were like maybe $15-$20 back then. Yeah. So when I bought them, I could only afford maybe one a year. So I would get it, right? Because back then we were only making like maybe $30-$40 a week at the most. You know, we weren't making nothing. $30 a week maybe.
Dang.
And we would get these Piccadillys, and I'd have primos, and they'd buy one. So every once in a while, we would trade off during the week. And the Highness thought that we all were rich. We had penalties.
Kinds of feria, kinds of
But we only had
ropa.
Got
one.
one every week.
You know,
different
we didn't have a lot. We just had one. But they thought
rotation.
we had
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
So we would trade off like every couple of days. Hey, let me borrow your Pendleton. Let me borrow your Piccadilly. Here's mine. Here. So we would trade off. And that's the way it made it look like we had more, but we didn't.
Yeah, that's smart. So that's
Hey, remember
that's smart.
Mitchie's? We used to go to Mitchie's right there.
Where?
Mitchie's in El Monte.
Monte. Yeah, now you remember.
Yeah, so there's a
Yeah, not El Monte.
El Monte.
They got, We almost cut you slippy now.
El Monte. Oh, no,
Hey,
no, no.
Rocky, they're gonna hit you up when you're
Monte.
singing. That's it.
That's
What,
right.
what was it? What was that?
Mitchie's is like what he's talking about.
store.
Yeah,
like
like
a
Robert's.
department store.
Department
they were
store, yeah.
they were Gabacho owned, but they had the Cholo stuff.
All the Cholo stuff
Yeah.
at Mitchie's, man.
They had all the
Yeah.
Cholo stuff. Like
I guess every city had one. We
Yeah.
in Artesia, we had Marty's.
Yeah, Marty's. I remember
Yeah.
that
Oh,
one.
Then,
they had-
then North Records also had stretch belts
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the iron-ons.
back then we didn't, back then they had real they weren't Dickies. They were real.
Ben Henry's.
No, they weren't that either. They were no, they were real. Those pants that the Navy's guys used to wear and shit. The real stuff.
Oh, damn.
The, I forgot the name of them. Khakis. Real
Oh, the
khakis.
yeah.
Real
I was gonna say
khakis. They were,
Cavaricci's.
they weren't
Cavaricci's.
Dickies. They were hey, they were khakis. Khakis.
Wow.
Yeah,
Straight up khakis. We used to wear those straight up. They didn't have the name brand Dickie, and they didn't have all that. We had just khakis.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Straight
did you iron them? Did crease?
Oh, we used to, just like the movies. We used
like
to buy
the
the cans of
movies.
starch.
Starch,
I mean,
man.
we had the blue cans of starch. I mean, big cans of
With
starch.
the bandana right there.
With the bandana. Well, no, sometimes we used a toalla.
A toalla.
Yeah, sometimes we used. My mom used to get all mad because she goes, "Why are you using that toalla? That's a good one. We used it to clean
a good one.
our nalgas with that."
Then you roll it up, put it on your head.
Yeah. We spent all day, dude. I'm telling you, on Saturdays, Friday nights,
Oh,
we
yeah.
spent all day doing our. I mean, we couldn't afford to take them to the cleaners.
Yeah.
And crease our
Oh.
boxers.
True story.
Where did you guys cruise at? Did you go to Whittier or did you have your own?
Okay, first of all, in Santana, we used to cruise 4th Street.
Okay.
We cruised 4th Street until they had a riot. And then they started a riot with the Negros. And then the Negros burned down Jack in the Box, where everybody would kick back. Everybody used to kick back at a Jack in the Box on 4th Street, and the Classics would always kick back there. So they stopped going there. Then they went to Bristol. They went to Main Street next. Oh, yeah. And then they went to Bristol.
Bristol Street.
But
When did Bristol start happening?
Bristol started happening in late, probably 2000. It didn't happen right away because the 80s, the 70s, 60s and 70s, it was 4th Street. And then the late 70s and 80s. Well, 70s, everybody would go to El Salvador Park where the troopers were at.
Where was that?
Big park. Because we started off, it was in Santana, yeah, in the heart of Santana. We used to, when I first joined the car club, we started 77, 78, we started a new class car club.
Okay.
And every Sunday we used to meet at El Salvador Park. And El Salvador Park was F Troop Santana. Everybody would meet there. But after a while, they started making it a cruise. Everybody go. And Lowrider Magazine started showing up. We had Lowrider Magazine, we had Cuvo, we had Feed Me. And if you look at all the old magazines, you'll see nothing but Santana. I mean, you see a lot of Santana, Orange County. Yep. They would go to Miles Square Park, take pictures. And a lot of the early magazines, if you see them.
Teen Angel.
But you see a lot of Santana and Orange County involved in the bombs and the lowriders and everything. Yeah.
So Rocky Padilla. Rocky Padilla. So when did you start working for Norwalk Records?
Wow. Okay. First of all, I need to know the year you started because I can't remember.
It was
because that'll tell me, give me an idea.
In 87, I think.
Okay, so I was there about 80, I want to say 83, 84. 85, maybe at the latest. So maybe 2 years before you.
Okay, because I know when we were at that little location, when I came in, it was outside the building because of the earthquake, I believe.
Brick one? Oh, we went to the other one across the
But
street.
before we went to the one,
Right.
you guys had there was a sale, or it was for all DJs, and I know we weren't in the building because of the earthquake.
Yes, I
and
remember
you were
that.
coming out.
Yeah.
You were going, and that's when they asked me to fill in for you.
Yeah.
So that whenever that earthquake was, that's when,
I remember that.
around
Yeah,
that time.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
And
that
then-
when it was on Front Street? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Front Street.
Wow.
Yeah, but we had to go through the back. They made a makeshift, store for the record shop because of the earthquake.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like I forgot what it was, but I just remember walking in there, getting my records, because I'm DJing, and Rocky was up there, nice hair,
Yeah.
nice hair.
You know what? Yeah, with the Firme Pompadour.
Firme.
It was Firme.
Did
How
you
do we
have
say
one?
fear?
Yeah, hey, look at his album cover, bro. He's like that with the mic.
I
with
got
his
hair,
Firme.
bro. Oh, I had hair.
and it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Like you could buy it at the when you want to do
You like
Elvis
that?
impersonation.
You can buy it. What did you use, bro, for your hair?
I was an Aquanet.
Aquanet, yeah.
What
Back
color?
in
You
the
had the
disco,
purple,
man. I don't remember.
the white, the pink, the white, yeah.
My brother got me into that because he was DJing. Him and my cousin Robert, they were DJing like at what's that? Frenchies and Caddies and all those.
That's one
all those
name I haven't
spots.
heard. Yeah, I forgot about
Man, that
Frenchies.
shit.
That was
Mr. J's.
Mr.
He'd go
J's.
there. The one in Hollywood.
the Florentine Gardens.
Yeah, that one. So I'd go with them. I was a mocoso back in the day, and I'd go with them. They're older than me. They were doing their hair. So, hey, let me check this. How is this, Pops? Yeah, come on. You'll pick up some chicks.
There you go.
Yeah,
all you gotta say.
I was too young to be
That's all
I
you
was like
gotta
14 or 15 or some shit. Going with them, getting in.
Hey, did you start off DJing? Or is it just your brother? You said.
My brother and my cousin were DJing.
Oh, so
And
it
then
wasn't you. You just,
I
you
was
just
just
started
playing
going
the
out
music.
there you
I was
go.
just
Where
hanging
did
out,
you actually grow up at?
Hacienda Heights.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on.
I was there, born in Montebello, Montebello, Beverly Hospital. Lived in Whittier. Moved to Hacienda Heights. I was about 5 or 6.
So you were born in Montebello, or
Yeah, I was born at the Beverly Hospital in Montebello. Yeah, but we're living in Whittier when I was born.
I was in Santana Community Hospital.
Yeah.
Santana.
Community Hospital.
But so then you were born in Montebello, but you grew up in Hacienda Heights.
Yeah, so we're living in my parents and my brother were living in Whittier, right next to my grandma
Okay.
Raina, rest in peace. And they had me over there at the Beverly Hospital, like my brother. Then we moved like 5 years later to Hacienda Heights. Yeah,
And then you grew up there.
grew up there, went to junior high, went to preschool, whatever they call it.
Hey, so let me ask you, when did you start with Joe Bataan?
Joe
Do you remember
Bataan,
that?
I remember that. That was 2000. He came over here, and actually a friend of ours, his name was Angel. What was that singer's name? Angel Sabroso.
Angel Sabroso.
Well, he got a call
Rest
from
in peace.
somebody. Yeah, rest in peace, Angel. He got a call saying, "Hey, I need you to back up. Joe Bataan, he's coming to town." He couldn't do it, so Angel called me.
Oh, really?
He called me and he goes, "Hey, man, I can't make it. Well, you want to back up Joe Bataan?" I said, "Hey, wait a minute. That's my idol, homie. Are you serious?" I go, "I'm gonna take your gig, dog. I'm just telling you, dog. I was honest with him. What if he wants me?" He goes, I can't say no. That's my idol, dog. Don't worry about it. If you take it, you take it." Sure enough, I sang for Joe, and the rest, I was with him for 20 years, man.
I had a story that kind of maybe lined up. I don't know. Joe Bataan walked into the store with his entourage. He was out here doing a show, and the promoter called me on the phone. It was a Sunday. He goes, "Hey, are you at work?" I go, "Yeah." I answered the phone. He goes, "Well, I'm outside." I go, "I got Joe Bataan with me." I go, "Whatever."
Whatever.
He rolled in with the entourage,
Nice.
and I'm like, "No way."
You brought Joe in here?
But you know who I was only thinking about? I go, "You gotta hear this song." Mujer Mía.
yeah.
And it was a trip. I thought I had on my mind was
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I want you to hear this guy, because the way you did that version, oh man,
No, he even told me about that. He said, when I
Exact-
talked to him, I met him again, and we played at a car show. I go, "Hey, how you doing, Joe?" Rocky. He goes, "I know who you are." You know the way he talked? He goes, "Yeah, me and my wife, we listen to when we go to bed sometimes." I go, "Oh, wait a minute. Hello."
Yeah, hello.
I listened to you since I was 2, I told him. And he believed me because I did, But yeah, that was
yeah.
amazing, man.
So when he came in, that's all I was like, focused
Yeah.
on. But he did ask me. He goes, "Can I get a picture with you?" And I'm like, "No, can I get a picture with you?" But you know how we had it. I don't know if you remember the new store when we moved across the street.
Yes.
We had a stage.
It
built
was up on top. Yeah.
So, and I had proof. Polaroid.
Nice.
Man, that was
Nice.
nice. But I was so focused on him hearing you sing the Rafi Bagan stuff,
Wow.
and then I thought I had like
Now, let me ask you a
convinced him.
question. Why were you interested in that? What do you
Because
think?
the way you came out, it was some of the music was hard to get, the original Rafi
Right.
Bagan and stuff like that.
Right.
And you made it your version.
Right.
For la raza, that's how I felt it. That's
all I did. Yeah.
And I mean, but the music was already Latin.
Right.
It was Rafi Bagan.
Yeah.
But because we couldn't get that, and he was already gone, rest in peace.
Right.
But the way you did that version, and I had somebody here that, Joe Bataan was like
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
one, Rafi Joe, and then just to have him just listen to it.
That's crazy.
And he was like, he's the one who goes, "Wow, he sounds like young Rafi Bagan." I'm here on my cell phone on little flip, trying to call you, and you didn't answer.
No way.
You did not answer. And I was so
That's
mad.
crazy. That's a great story.
I could
never
see
heard
if
that.
I was trying to call him, Joe Bataan, and he didn't answer.
Yeah.
When you were there.
I was probably playing somewhere doing
Yeah,
something.
that bro, it was like they really liked it. And Yvonne.
Wow.
They
Oh,
were-
yeah,
They're
yeah.
Yvonne's so cool.
I love them.
Yeah,
both,
they're good, real good
They
people.
still come to town.
They still come to
So
town. Yeah.
Bataan, man, he
Yep.
plays at the Stevens
Stevens.
Steakhouse a lot. Yeah.
I
And
got a
I'm
question.
always
for you.
there with you.
Yes.
You did the Lakewood Hop a while back with Joe Bataan.
Oh,
Back in the
yeah.
days.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
who hired you was Stephen Codillo, because I used to promote for him back in the days.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bombs Magazine, Stephen
Yeah,
Codillo.
Bombs,
So
yeah.
I used to promote for Stephen Codillo
Really?
at the Lakewood Hop for many years. Not only that, but I was his barber for a long time.
Wow.
And it was a trip to see all you guys on stage, and I mean, we would hear you guys at the car shows and everything. But I honestly got a question for you, and I wanted to ask you, how did you feel the first time when you were at a car show and you heard the music coming out of somebody's car with your music coming out of it? Because that's a different feeling.
Well, that still trips me out to this day when I'm going to a car show or I'm leaving. I just got off stage and I hear people cruising down playing my
Yeah.
version. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's beautiful.
I mean, they play. Everybody plays the original, but when they play a Chicano that they understand, I did it for them. I did it for the people. I did it because I grew up listening to that, and I want to make my own version of it, a Chicano version of it.
Exactly. And you could
to hear
feel it.
that is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you could feel it. You could feel the soul. You could feel everything in it, because
Yeah,
honestly,
no, I get it. I appreciate that.
you got your Motown. Mm-hmm. But to have that Chicano feeling, you're Chicano, I mean, that goes with everything, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pride right there.
See, a lot of people used to think that I was, no disrespect, that I was black because I used to sing real high. I used to sing like Howard Hewitt with the falsetto. You know, that's why we put in our song, we're not black, we're Mexican. That's what that was a part of our history of our songs.
Yeah.
Because they used to think I was black.
Trip out. You got a
Singer,
beautiful
and
voice.
I have all the respect for any singer. I don't care if
Right.
you're black, white,
Of course.
you know,
I heard a
Mexican.
rumor about that.
Yeah, so they would say
Tell
that.
you guys later.
Yeah. But no, what did you? Oh, you know what? Brings me to a quick story. Back in, I want to say 89, 88, we just did, you remember Sugar Style, of course. We did a song called Weekend Toys.
Weekend
Back
Toys.
in the
Weekend
day.
Toys.
Yeah, about the truck
trip
club.
out. Yeah.
Well, we did that song. We were just messing around. We made that up. We didn't think nothing of it. Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry. So that was for a truck club back then?
That was for the Weekend
Weekend
Toys
Toys
truck club.
Weekend Toys tripped
Yeah.
out. I remember them. Dancing beds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we did it, because I knew a couple of guys from the truck club. And then I knew Louis, rest in peace. Louis, Pinky and them, rest in
Pinky,
peace.
rest in peace.
Yeah, so I knew all them cats, and they used to hang around with they used to meet at the Lake or whatever.
Yeah.
The parque right there on
That's
a Sunday.
crazy.
We'd go over there, we'd talk to them. But I asked them, hey, is it okay if we do a song about your truck club? I don't want to do it without asking them first. And they said, yeah, of course.
That's cool.
And we brought it out, and
It was a hit.
we're cruising one day in a
was a
limo.
hit.
Yeah, we're
was a
cruising one day
hit.
in a limo to go play at somewhere out in L.A. somewhere. I can't remember the name. But we're in a limo, and then they turn on Power 106, and you hear our song. Digga, 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 digga. What? So we pulled over on the freaking highway or wherever we were. We had two carloads, whatever. We got out. We started dancing on the freeway, whatever it was. And it was wild, because that was the first time we ever heard us on the radio,
Wow, that's crazy.
which was amazing in itself, because we didn't expect that in the
course.
80s. You know what I'm saying? And then the
That was
last
a
one I
hit.
had in the 90s, we did a song called I Do Love You, Hispanic MCs,
Yeah.
which a lot of people ask, how come we called it Hispanic MCs? And I explained it to them, okay, Hispanic MCs is Hispanic Mexican Chicanos. My buddy that was a rapper, his family's from Spain. I'm a Chicano. The brothers that we had there were Mexican. So it was all three of the things going on.
Oh, that's
Spain,
cool.
Mexican, Chicano.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
So we got into that, and we had the freaking, ¿cómo se llama? The brown beret, and everybody all pissed off.
really?
Why are you calling it Hispanic? So, because it grew. The song grew. It went all over the United States, and once you know you're big is when they come and tell you why you're doing this.
yeah.
Then you know you did something. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait a
Making
minute.
noise.
So I have to explain it. And I told him, hey, man, my buddies they're from Spain, man. They're Hispanic, and I'm a Mexican Chicano.
There you go. There you
HMCs,
go.
Hispanic MCs. What's the problem, And then they just were trying to prove a point. Whatever. That's cool.
But you're right. It for them to get involved, that's big.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
It hit
Because we were all over the
all over,
United States.
yeah.
We were all over the radio. And the other one I was going to tell you is we're on Power 106. And I don't know if you remember Make It or Break It back in the
Yeah.
day. Remember that? They used to do Kill It or whatever they did. They did Like It or Not.
They
whatever
did that
they
with the what you call it, the Blaxican. What's his name?
Yeah.
Chemo.
Yeah, with Chemo. So we were on that.
Trip out.
Wow.
But trip out on this,
that's
so because we
crazy.
had so much power in LA County, we went against the one and only Ice Cube,
Wow.
and we ended up beating him. Because that's how much love we had in LA
That's
County.
right. Yeah.
We did our song against one of his songs that he brought out, and we ended up winning that Make It or Break It. Because everybody called in.
Everybody was
all the
calling
homies,
in.
all the
Ooh.
homegirls, everybody, the family. And, he didn't have enough people that called in, and we did. So we ended up beating them, and that was another thing that I said, wow, that's kind of amazing in
Right.
itself to do that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome right there.
All the
That
raza
trip
calling
out.
in
That's
too.
beautiful.
Yeah, just
'Cause
backing each other
how
up.
it was Delinquent Habits.
Delinquent
Delinquent
Habits,
Habits.
yes.
So when they were playing it on Power 106, I didn't know who they were.
Ooh, that was
And
hot.
all the raza was calling in to voting
Yes.
for that.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
That's it.
And not knowing that he was right here in Norwalk.
Yeah.
That dude tattoos, right? Ives
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's Ives.
Yeah.
and
Then,
I forgot the other
Chemo.
dude's name.
Chemo.
Okay, yeah.
And then,
Blaxican.
And then what's his name? The DJ.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't remember his name, but he used to sell his records at the swap meet.
Yes. Well, Chemo, they brought out another thing. Have you seen it lately?
No.
It's on the internet. Yeah.
Oh,
my
really?
cousin, my primo Chaz, Brian Padilla, he's producing them. He's
Really?
He's doing all the music. So Chemo, the
I haven't seen
Black Skin
Chemo
and
in a
some other guy.
minute. He
see him
looks
not too
different
long.
once in a while.
Yeah. But yeah, he brought us some more stuff, so that's kind
That's
of
cool.
cool.
That's really good right there. We got to get him here.
Jacob, how many times did you catch yourself bumping on the boulevard, Rocky Padilla, just cruising? You know what I mean? Just
Oh, plenty of times.
Plenty of
Plenty
times.
Santana, we played a lot of his music.
that's
I
beautiful.
played a lot of his music. I used to buy the Lowrider CDs. You know the
Oh
Lowrider?
yeah, the
Yeah, the
volume.
thumper-
yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a lot of those, and I used to play a lot of that stuff. But before I met him, that's what I would play it. Yeah, I would play a lot of his music.
And
He used
another
to-
reason,
Huh?
another
He used
reason
to do
why
a lot of Midnighter songs too.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that
The
because
Midnighters, and I
Tribute
used to
to the
play a lot of
Midnighters,
Midnighters,
yeah.
and I liked a lot of his versions. I liked
Oh,
them.
yeah.
He used to mix up a lot of stuff, mix in the
Yeah,
music.
his
And that-
version.
That's what I like because when I used to DJ, I used to mix in music, but
Yeah.
you got to know how to mix it.
There you go.
Right.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah.
While he's singing.
Yeah.
That's
There you
hard.
go.
Yeah, that's
You
style.
know, it's hard enough to DJ and mix, but to do it while you're singing, it's a whole different
that's,
category.
I can see your face. You know, I don't know how to sing, but
From Monte.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I'm a good singer too in the
Yeah.
shower.
Shower.
But
Get a
that's
record- a record deal in the
another thing I
shower.
wanted to bring up: the Midnighters.
Yes.
Not only because when you brought out the Midnighter songs, we didn't have a lot of Midnighters music
Right.
on CD that sound clear.
Clear. Yeah, it was
But
all static.
your version made it,
Yeah.
You know what
bass
really
and
tripped
stuff
me
like
out though?
that.
The
It was
thing
good
that really
quality.
tripped me out
Yeah.
though the most is his Spanish and his rapping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I go, wow. And when I heard that, I go, talented. That's talent because
Yeah.
not
Thank
too
you.
many singers can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got talent there where singers can only do one thing. They can't chew gum and
Right.
and walk.
Stump their toes.
They can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But this guy can do it all. I seen him on stage, and all of a sudden he's rapping, and all of a
Yep.
sudden he's speaking Spanish. Singing Spanish,
and then it goes into a song.
and I go, man, and he does it so well that you can. It's smooth.
I tell everybody I don't
Like
think
when
about
I-
it. I just react.
That's
Like when I
Yeah.
speak,
And you do.
when I tell a
natural.
story, mine goes smooth too. But I
Right.
don't sing it. I just
But you tell
it
it.
rolls.
Yeah.
Tell it.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
You know.
Tell the-
Exactly. That's what
Like
it
it
is.
is.
It's telling the truth because you forget lies.
That's true.
Well,
So
no,
you're telling
no,
the
no,
truth.
I gotta
no,
write that one
you
down.
don't forget
That
lies.
was a good one.
You
That's
get
true.
to
Yeah,
make
let
up
me
more
write that
lies.
down.
You got to make more lies.
You got to. It's like a Band-Aid. You got to keep adding Band-Aids to the
Right.
to the wound because you know what happens is when you start lying, you do forget about the lies, but you got to
yeah.
make more lies
Right. To cover that lie.
to cover that lie. And
I used
then
to
you
lie
catch
back in
yourself
the day.
lying.
Said I had a twin brother when I was with two. I know that, you know what I mean? Back when I was like a teenager. Yeah.
Twin brother.
How do you guys feel about the car shows back then compared to the car shows now?
Oh, that's a great question, Jacob.
Well, that really
of you
depends on who takes their cars.
Okay.
Because there's guys that build cars and there's cars that buy cars.
Right.
Yeah.
So that really depends on who goes to the car show.
Okay.
And then not only that, you're gonna always have politics.
Right.
You're gonna always have these guys that go there that want to win, and you're gonna always have guys like me that don't care if you win. I don't care about taking a trophy.
Right.
I'd rather see kids go there, and I'd rather inspire a child or inspire kids or families.
That's right.
I'd rather talk to people that are raising families and inspiring them and telling the fathers and sons how to do it and save money rather than spending money on something they don't need.
That's right.
And then teaching them that it's more about family. Like with the classics, I don't know if you guys know about the classics, but back in the 60s and 70s, this car club was going to San Jose. They were going to Vegas. They were going to all the major car shows. Listen to this, though. They were going to all major car shows driving their cars, not trailering them, driving them. They would go to all the car shows driving them.
Their own car.
That's
Man.
cool.
That's unheard
They
of.
were one of the first car clubs in Orange County to have happenings. They had car show happenings at Miles Square Park. I got videos of it.
That's cool.
It shows everybody. People were coming from up north down to their shows, their first happening shows. They weren't super shows; they were happening shows. And when I got involved with the classics, the reason I got involved with the classics because back when I was like 11 or 12, I was into lowrider bikes. Me, Gumby, my brother Danny, and Ronnie Maldonado, and a couple other guys, we started a bike club. It was called the Imperials. in Santana.
Is that the Imperial's Car Club?
No, it's a bike club.
Trip out.
No, but we just got the name Imperial's Bike Club
Right.
from Santana, and we used to ride around with our bikes lowered. We had bent forks. Our springers were bent. Our seats were all the way down to the bottom. We didn't even have a tube. We had it all the way down on the frame.
Yeah.
And then we would bend our sissy bars to scrape them. Sometimes
I remember that.
we would scrape our pedals. You know, that's what we would do. That was us.
That's right.
And every once in a while we get young and dumb. We get a bag or some socks and spray our high on. Get a little high.
That was a thing back then, huh?
Oh yeah, back then it was the thing. That
Oh,
was,
yeah.
that
My
was, that was our
brother-in-law
high.
did that.
You know, we'd get our spray cans and
Have
my
a
mom
big
would go,
old thing
"Hey,
right here around the mouth.
where's your sock at?" Blue. Oh, the best color was a gold one. We used to use the gold.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, the gold. That was a in thing. So anyhow, besides that,
Yeah.
yeah, the gold. Watch out! Watch
silver
out!
is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, we used to do that. So then, anyhow, I was living on McFadden Ferry at the time, and right across the street from elementary school, Jackson Elementary, and there was a guy that lived on Sullivan in between McFadden and Edinger, and his name was Acer. Well, he was a member of the Classics, and they had a real nice '54 Chevy. It had 58 dual headlights in the front.
Oh, I know that car. Yeah.
It was a red one, and it had Riviera taillights in the back. Well, a guy named Charlie Lopez that did that. He customized it. Well, this car club was Classics, and I didn't know it at the time. But I went over there on my bike and I started looking. They were working on cars in the backyard, so I started going over there and I go, "Hey man, can I check you guys out?" They go, "Sure." And I was like 12 years old. I met Acer. I met Charlie Lopez. I met Ishmael Robles. I met Robert Rocha. I met Puppet. I met all these guys that are legends. They are legends now. I mean,
lot of people
a
right
lot of them
there.
have
A lot
already
of
passed
people.
away. Acer's still alive. Puppet's still alive. Those other guys, Ishmael Robles is still alive. Wow. A lot of them have passed away now. But you know what? These guys, and I'm telling you again, these guys have never got recognized. Never got recognized. Lowrider Magazine has never recognized them as legends. They have never awarded them for nothing. You know, I don't understand it. Because they're not from L.A. Not even Joe Ray has even recognized them when he was in Lowrider Magazine, when he was giving all these awards to unknown people. I mean, some of these people I never heard of. But regardless, you know, that's what happened.
I think that's another episode right there.
There you go.
By
a lot.
itself right there.
What's that?
What you're talking about right
Yeah.
there. That's
Stories.
I want to know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's so much that I grew up with a lot of legends myself, like the Rellas brothers. I grew up around them. They gave me the chapter for the Dukes. I bridged that gap together with the Dukes. You know,
that's
from
amazing.
L.A. to Orange County. Back in my days in the '70s, L.A. and Orange County never were together.
Right.
We never got along.
Right.
Wow.
We didn't.
Wow.
It's a truth. No,
No.
it's
No,
changed.
I don't see it.
No, it's not like that today. The only thing that hasn't changed is the recognition.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed because they don't even think of us. They think of us as Cheptals, just like Angels and Dodgers.
Yeah.
Same thing.
No, it makes sense though. What he's saying.
You know,
Yeah,
It's
because
the same
I've
thing.
seen it. I've seen
You
it.
know, like this car's still around. Tower Power is still around. The owner of the car, his name's David Hawkins. He's the one that gave you that picture. He gave you the T-shirt. Wow. He brought it to my house to give it to you guys.
Who was it again? What's his name?
His name's David Hawkins.
David Hawkins.
And he was born and raised in Santa Rita. He's got the car, but he grew up with Ishmael Robles. He used to wax and clean that car when he was a teenager, when he was a kid. He lived down the street from them. He was the neighbor.
That's right.
And he grew up in the same barrio I grew up in. So me and David go back too a long ways. You know, and I know the history about the Classics. You know, this Classic Car Club was way ahead of their time. And they never get no recognition for nothing. These guys were crazy about the cars are radical custom. You know?
Yeah.
With the Classics, okay, these guys, mind you, these guys built their cars in the backyard. Everything they did to their customizing didn't come out of a shop. It came out of their backyard. Wow. They were doing wing doors, like Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
The wing doors.
The Teslas.
They were doing those back then.
When year was that?
That was in the 70s.
They were doing the
They
wing.
were there's
Yeah,
proof
look,
right
bro.
there.
Right there.
Oh, I just
Okay,
thought that
Charlie
was just a
Lopez.
picture.
Now listen to this. The president of the Classics, the president had that the Mercury. They had two versions of it. He had the silver one at first, and then he had the red. He changed it to the red one. The reason he did that, and this story is true, he took that Merc to the super show, one of the super shows, and a Gabacho beat him with a boat.
Oh wow.
So he took the Merc home and thrashed it in front of all his members. True story, thrashed it and redid it.
Wow. Oh, that's
He redid the Merc. Trip out. He put those doors up, the wings. He put a plexiglass top on it.
Nice.
And trip out on this. He was one of the first guys, the very first guys to chrome his undercarriage. The whole frame.
Wow.
Because the guy worked at a frame shop. He worked at a chrome shop.
okay. There you go. That's
Charlie Lopez worked at a chrome shop, and the way he did his whole frame, he cut it in half.
To do a piece by piece?
No, he cut it in two
One
pieces
half
to get it in the tank.
Right.
Okay. Then he welded it back together and put it on his car.
Nice.
He had his frame chromed. He had his dash chromed, and all the guys. Charlie Lopez was that kind of president. Like I tell you, that's where I got my knowledge from. The way he was, he would do cars for his members and help them out to get them
Nice.
up to the
That's
up
cool.
to there.
Yeah.
We all shine.
And they all did it. They all did it in their backyards, all of them. And to this day, that's why all these guys are doing these cars, because of these guys. But they don't get the credit for it. They don't get nothing.
Crazy.
wow.
Nobody even knows because of these guys, because of classics. That's who started everything. Lifestyle had nothing on these guys.
Trip out.
Nobody. No car club had anything with these. These guys came out in movies.
What movies?
They came out in, they were in Boulevard Nights.
Nice.
They were in what's that one with a Mexican dude that came out?
Which one? Colors.
No, not Colors. That was too new. That was all gangs anyhow. They didn't even
I know.
have hardly any low riders in that. They had you singing probably.
said the Mexican guy.
Colores. It was in Spanish. Hey, was it in Spanish? Colores.
Colores.
Hey, rest in
Colores.
peace,
Yeah,
Robert
yeah,
Duvall.
yeah.
Hey,
Let's hear it.
rest in peace, Robert Duvall.
Let's hear.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Rocky.
Robert Duvall, yeah.
Let's hear it. Colores. Colores. No, Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
Remember the movie Heartbreaker?
Yeah.
Well, remember the '65 Impala?
Yeah.
That was Holly Nass. That was Robert Rocha.
Wow.
That was Robert Rocha in the '65, and that '65 had a big block motor, and it was a 4.5 speed.
Nice.
Original Super Sport. Robert Rocha drove it all over. He was president at one time of the Classics too.
Nice.
Yeah. So all that is because of what the Classics done back in the '70s.
Right.
And I was around them, and I was only like 12 or 13 years old, and I was around all those legends. And to me, those guys are the real true legends. Those are the guys that grew up. And then after that, as I grew older, I met other legends. I went to L.A. and met the Rallis brothers.
Nice.
Those guys are legends.
Right.
You know, all my life I've been around legends. Look, I'm around Rocky all the time.
Right.
Go. There, legend right there.
I mean,
Yep.
what better can I be around all these legends?
You're blessed, brother.
You know?
Yeah.
so
Who
you
better
need to
than-
do something now.
Huh?
You need to do something.
What
Maybe
do I-
you should do something big and honor these legends since
There
you
you go.
know them and you're the one that knows that they
that's
deserve
why-
it.
Well, what's beautiful is bringing them up. You know what I mean? He's
You
letting
got
everybody know
Rocky,
about
you got
them.
me DJing.
I've been trying to do it. I had a documentary. It was called The Great American Lowrider Tradition. That fell out the door, and it was on video. It was on everything. Everything I'm telling you guys right now, I said it on the movie.
Wow.
I said it in the documentary. Everything. I even had Acer on it. Acer wants to come in here. He wants to get an interview with you guys. I got
we
Puppet.
could have him. We could
Puppet's
do
ready.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Ishmael Robles
We
is
talked to
ready.
him, me and you.
I got classics that are ready to come in and interview with you guys.
And when did all this you try to do it? What year was that? Was that recently or was that
70s. No.
Well, then
What do you mean?
now it's a different time now. Maybe you should start doing it again, trying to push
Right,
it out
you
there. 'Cause
should,
look
brother.
at what we're doing right here. People are going to hear us.
I've been putting it out there for years. I've been
well, don't give up.
I haven't given up.
These guys that you say
I
deserve
haven't given up.
recognition.
I still hang out with them. If you look at my Instagram, I put it all out there.
He was just with them at Pomona Swap Meet.
Yeah, they always come and see me. The Classics always come and see. And you know what? They ask me. Even people that I put it out there and I talk to people, they go, "How come you were never a Classic?" I go, "Because I was never up there like that. I could never be that good. I could never have a car that good. I really
You got some
can't.
beautiful cars, though, brother.
But it's not like that.
Right.
These guys are.
okay.
These guys are.
Do you think they're more in the custom than the low riding, like Bill Hines type of?
They were like Bill Hines, but
Right.
they were the Barris,
Okay, George
version.
Barris. Okay.
the Mexican Chicano Barris version of
Beautiful.
low riding.
And for those that don't know, Barris, he's the guy that did the Batman car.
Batmobile.
He did
The Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet.
He did the Monsters car.
Exactly.
Okay. He did the Monkeys car. But look, these guys were doing the same kind of work on their cars in Santana in the backyard, not in the body shop, not in the shop. These guys, and they weren't getting recognized because you know why? Because they were Mexicanos.
They had
Trip out.
they were working out of the backyard with whatever they had,
whatever they had.
not a shop.
Okay, let me tell you one thing, another thing. You know the Lowrider Super Show of 79? The Lowrider Super Show of 1979, it was the first Lowrider Super Show. If you look at that poster, Charlie Lopez's Merc is the main car in the poster.
In the front,
In
yeah.
the front.
I remember that.
Okay, and they took that picture at his garage, at his house.
Trip out.
They came over and first of all, they asked Charlie, hey, can you bring it to the studio? He said, no. If you got to come take pictures of my car for the poster or for the Lowrider Magazine centerfold, you got to bring it. You got to come to my house.
Go to my pad.
So they came to his house, and I kid you not, they put everything, the background all black. They put
Yeah.
lights on the car. They put the girl in the front, and that's how the poster came
It
out.
looked like it was flying.
Yes.
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 I remember
the
that.
Wow.
And then when they had the Super Show, they put it right there on the main place right there, and they had it all out.
Beautiful. That's
The Merc
nice.
with the doors up, everything. It had the plexiglass top and everything. Right now, Conrad has a car right now.
Okay.
Conrad owns the Merc.
Trip out.
And then the Tower of Power, David Hawkins owns it. But the builder of the car was Ishmael Robles, and he's the one that needs to be in here talking to you guys. He needs to be in here talking to you guys. Acer needs to be in here talking with you guys, and so does Puppet.
We're gonna have them.
Those guys need to be in here talking to you guys.
We're gonna have
You know,
them.
Book 'em.
and
of
then I
you,
got another
yes.
guy in San Diego. His name is Lucky Two Tears. This guy is doing for the community that nobody else is doing. He's trying to unite everybody. All the Mexicanos. No more fighting. Stick together. Lucky Two. Everybody needs to start checking him out on Instagram too.
Nice.
Okay.
He's over there in what city is that in San Diego? It's Union
National City.
National City.
National City.
Okay.
There you
He's
go.
over there in National City.
City.
Lucky Two Tears. Look him up. The dude is out there. He does a walk, Unity walk. He's awesome. The guy talks and speaks the truth.
Beautiful.
He said we should be teaching our youngsters the truth. We should be uniting them instead of letting them out there fighting.
That's a real
We
leader
need
right
more
there.
parents out there to teach our kids respect,
That's right.
to give it, and that's only where they're going to get respect.
That's right.
You got
Exactly.
you got to earn it.
You gotta earn it.
You got to
Exactly.
show them,
That's right.
and it all starts with us, the parents and adults.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just like at the car shows, with Rocky singing, with me being there with our cars, we got to show these youngsters that you know what? All this takes respect.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Okay, without respect, you're not gonna get nowhere. Just like my garage, my car plaque collection. It's
Beautiful.
been 45 years that I started collecting those plaques. A lot of them have been given
It's
to
amazing.
me.
It is.
A lot of them I bought.
Museums.
I found at swap meets. I even find them at swap meets. And back in the days, I would call up the car club and say, "Hey man, your car club plaque is here. You want me to buy it for you?" And they would tell me, how much do they want for it? I go, $100. Oh, no, just leave it. I go, you know
Wow.
what? Forget that. I'll
you
pick
go.
it up.
There
And then
you
later
go.
on, years later, we want our plaque back. You ain't going to get
crazy.
nothing.
We
It's
asked
mine
them.
now.
We called them. Yeah,
I
that's
bought it. It's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first plaque you got?
The first one I got, started my collection was Santana Car Club. Santana Car Club.
Santana.
And I have my new class too.
Done.
Those were the first two.
Yeah.
And then, okay, another question. What plaque means the most to you?
New class.
Nice.
Because I started with them in
You see how
77,
quick he answered
78.
that? You see how quick he answered that?
That was
that
real
must be
quick.
special. That must be real special.
Well, yeah, because I started with them in 77, 78, and I was only like 17 years old.
Nice.
17.
You know,
What year did they start?
what's that?
What year did they start?
77, 78.
Oh,
I
I'm
started
sorry.
with them.
Oh, you started with
We
it?
started.
nice.
We started together. They came up with a name, right? We all met at El Salvador Park, and we started all together.
Right.
I mean, there was, like nowadays, everybody wants to be the founder. Everybody wants to take credit for something. Just like lowriders. Everybody wants to say we started lowriding. You can't pinpoint where lowriding started.
Can't.
Because every vadio had somebody doing
Yeah.
lowriding.
Yeah.
Every vadio, every individual was lowriding in their own way.
Yeah.
Just like a singer. You can't
Yeah.
say, well, I started singing because everybody was
Yeah.
singing. You know?
That's
Well,
true.
lowriding was the same thing. You had it in New Mexico. You had it in Texas.
Tejas, yeah.
Tejas.
Tejas.
You didn't have it in
Tejas,
Texas. You had it in Tejas.
Yeah.
You know,
Tejas.
Tejanos.
Right.
And then you had it in New
Tejanos,
Mexico. You had it all over.
Hey, you
Every
even had
state.
it in Chicago, man.
Okay,
My
there
primos
was
out there
states,
had it out there.
there was
right?
states doing lowriders. Okay, there was
Been there.
barrios that had their own lowrider clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, individual barrios had lowrider car clubs.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
Like Stanton had
Stanton has their
Latin
own.
gents.
They have their own placa.
You know,
Latin gents, trip out.
Latin
Latin
gents.
gents.
Latin gents.
They're
Santa-
badass clubs.
Santanita had midnight cruisers.
Yeah.
Trip
Really?
out.
You know?
Midnight Cruisers?
Yeah, Delhi had Shades of Brown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
These
know,
names are like,
there was all kinds of. It went on and on and
and
on.
these are car club names, right?
What's that?
These are
These are
car
car club names,
Yeah.
And
but
the-
you had to be from that barrio to be in it.
But some
Right,
of these
right.
names I'm hearing, they're actually
we had
bands
Crow
too.
Village. Crow Village had Brown Descents. They still have it.
Look at Bridgetown, La Puente, or Puente.
Yeah.
They got Bridgetown.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still kind of like that because, you know, you got the Norwalk Legends.
Legends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have an
You got Winter Park, I think it was Mementos. You got
Right.
Winter Park Mementos.
Really?
Yeah.
One apartment. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of barrios had car clubs, but they were within their own barrio.
Right.
So you couldn't join that club unless you were from that barrio.
Right.
And,
Yeah, I
and you
remember
wouldn't
that.
go cruising out of that barrio. It was if you got caught slipping, you could get hurt.
Oh,
They call it bumper jack.
Back in the
Man,
70s,
bumper jack. Yeah.
Back in-
Gotcha,
Bumper
gotcha,
jack back in the
gotcha.
day.
back in the 70s,
Gotcha
it was
stuff right
notorious
there.
to get bumper jack and get your plaque taken too.
right.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you were out of your territory, it was the same thing as when you were a lowrider back in the 70s and 80s. If you were out of your territory, the cops would come after you. You don't belong here.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
They would take apart your car. They would
Really?
pull you to the side. We didn't have cameras back then.
Yeah.
We didn't have back
Dash
then.
cams.
The rights didn't count. Our rights didn't count.
Yep.
You know, our rights didn't exist. When they pulled you over, it was their rights.
Hey, they're trying to take it back there, but that's for another day. Hey, what did you used to pay for gas? Do you remember?
Oh, back then,
in the day?
30 cents a gallon.
Wow. Trip out. Vacations. Let's vacation like that. I wish it was like
that was
that.
a lot
now.
of money back then.
We used to spend $1 to go watch a movie at Harbor Drive-In, right there in Harbor and McFadden.
good
And that
old
was a
days.
barrio theater drive-in.
That's
We used to
crazy.
sneak people in the. Hey, it was a true story. We used to sneak vatos in the trunk.
That's right.
That's
Ready?
crazy.
True
Yeah, I'm ready
story.
whenever you're ready.
What do you want to do now? Charlie.
So Charlie, Choo Choo Charlie.
Choo Choo Charlie.
Choo Choo. We're gonna introduce Choo Choo
He's
Charlie.
part of the
Crossbars and Stars.
Stars podcast.
He does all
right.
our merch.
Right on.
That's right.
Check it out, fellas.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charlie with Crossbars and Stars, coming at you from Colorado. Hey, first, before I get started, I want to say what's up to Jacob Dominguez and Rocky Padilla. Hey, legends out there in the game. I just want to let you guys know that I'll be handling the merch. Hey, come check me out at all the shows. We'll be there. Come check us out. Say what's up.
That's right.
Is that right?
Right. Look at that.
What year's
It's
that?
47.
Looks like 48.
47.
Yeah.
47?
Yes,
Well, you
sir.
can tell by the belt molding. Let's see the belt molding. The side belt molding. If it's a thin one, yeah, it's a thin one. 47.
That's nice.
Real nice.
48 are thick.
And he's all the way from Colorado. right?
Colorado.
He knows us from Colorado.
Choo Choo
huh?
Yes.
Charlie. That's Choo Choo Charlie.
He,
He's
uh,
handling our merch. And
That's right.
Yeah,
Right
he's,
on.
he's
part of
doing
the
it.
crew.
He's
Very
part of the crew.
nice.
Yeah, he's
Crossbars and
representing out
Stars.
there.
What's up,
in
brother
Colorado.
Charlie? Choo Choo Charlie.
Choo Choo Charlie.
Yeah,
That's
he's,
right.
he's
Right
doing
on.
it big. You know, that guy's a beautiful dude. Very beautiful dude.
That's good, man.
He's gonna be handling everything out there in Colorado.
Nice.
So you know,
Oh,
we're
is
lucky
he?
to have
Yeah.
him out
That's
there.
right.
Yes,
Right on.
yes, sir.
What is the outro?
So we're gonna end off with Rocky Padilla singing.
Wait.
No. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night with Crossbars and Stars podcast. Jacob and Rocky getting down. Oh, yeah. Little Ed and DJ Vince. You know how we do it. We don't need to convince. We just do what we do. And that's what we do, 'cause we do everything we want to do. Oh, yeah. Crossbars and Stars podcast.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah. Crossbars and Stars.
I love it. Crossbars and Stars,
podcast.
baby.
Tell a friend.
Thank you for watching today's episode.
I'm Little Ed.
And I'm DJ Vince.
If you like what you've seen,
Please like and subscribe.
cheers.